This is VOA News. I'm Marissa Melton. Nobel laureates gathered in the Swedish capital Stockholm on Saturday for the first fully in-person award ceremony since the COVID-19 pandemic started. Many laureates from 2020 and 2021 attended this year, as well as the 2022 winners. Last year there was a ceremony, but no laureates attended as they received their medals in their home countries. 5 of the 6 Nobel Prizes are awarded in Stockholm every year after a nomination process that's kept secret for the next 50 years. The Nobel Peace Prize is awarded in Oslo. The British Defense Ministry said Saturday that Iran has become one of Russia's top military backers since the invasion of Ukraine. The ministry said Iran's support of Russia is likely to grow. It also said Russia is highly likely offering Iran an unprecedented level of military and technical support that's transforming their relationship. White House National Security Council spokesman John Kirby said Friday Washington was deeply concerned about the military relationship between Iran and Russia, and that the United States would be using its tools to disrupt that relationship. A Hong Kong court has sentenced pro-democracy media tycoon Jimmy Lai to 5 years and 9 months in prison and fined him $257,000 over 2 fraud charges linked to lease violations. It was the latest of a series of cases against prominent pro-democracy activists that critics say are aimed at silencing dissidents in the city. Lai was arrested during a crackdown on the pro-democracy movement in 2019. From Washington, this is VOA News. A closed-door hearing has been held in Washington, D.C. in a federal courthouse surrounding the investigation into Donald Trump's possession of classified government documents. AP correspondent Jackie Quinn has more.
A spokeswoman for the federal court says Friday's hearing concerned an ongoing and sealed grand jury matter that remains under seal. Donald Trump's lawyers had no comment leaving the courthouse. The Washington Post, relying on anonymous sourcing, reported that the Justice Department asked Judge Beryl Howell to hold Donald Trump's office in contempt for failure to fully comply with a subpoena issued in May. The subpoena sought the return of classified documents in Trump's possession at his Mar-a-Lago estate in Florida. In August, the FBI seized roughly 100 documents. The paper reported earlier this week 2 additional documents with classification markings were found at a storage unit in West Palm Beach. Jackie Quinn, Washington.
A powerful Sierra Nevada winter storm has prompted backcountry avalanche warnings, closures at a Lake Tahoe highway, and has knocked out power to some California customers. AP correspondent Julie Walker has this report.
A 250-mile stretch of the Sierra from north of Reno to south of Yosemite National Park is under a winter storm warning, with as much as 4 feet of snow expected in the upper elevations around Lake Tahoe and a flood advisory along the California coast from Sacramento to San Francisco. Mammoth Mountain ski representative Lauren Burke says all the snow is a blessing for business.
Skiers and riders have been ecstatic with how good it's been out there. We've been able to open more terrain than basically any other resort in the country.
But can also be a danger.
Runs and lifts won't be open if we're doing avalanche mitigation work, if there's no visibility. Lifts won't open if the winds become too strong.
The U.S. Forest Service issued an avalanche warning for the backcountry. I'm Julie Walker.
The United States is imposing sanctions on a broad array of people and companies around the world for corruption and human rights abuses, from illegal fishing operations in Chinese waters to kickbacks in Guatemala. State Department Deputy Spokesman Vedant Patel.
These actions impose consequences on actors across the globe who engage in corruption and violate or abuse human rights.
Those sanctioned include the 15-member Russian Elections Commission, which oversaw a sham referendum in Russia-occupied Ukraine in September, and a group of companies and people linked to illegal fishing operations in Chinese waters, as well as a church founder in the Philippines who's charged with sex trafficking. From Washington, I'm Marissa Melton, VOA News.
Hi, thank you for watching. I hope the videos are useful for you. Please subscribe to my channel using the button below.